I know. I know. Like, before you guys even say anything, I know it's been way too long since I made a video. See, for those who are newer around here, if you ever catch me on Twitch, I've garnered this nickname called Corey without the clout. And that sounds bad. I know it sounds bad, but when I do leave, it's usually actually because of a reason. I swear I'm not just trying to abandon what we got going on here. That's not really what I do. But I will explain myself and why I was gone before we get into this video. As you guys know, I've been working on the video for the Chris 10. It's still coming. I promise it's gonna come very, very soon. I kind of went through a thing with my video editing software. I had to get that figured out. I did get it figured out, but then I had to go to Memphis for the international blues competition. So that put me out inside of January for a while. Honestly, I think I was going for about a week, and that kind of delayed a lot of things for me. Got back, started working again, started trying to get some stuff done again, and I caught the flu. And man, when I tell you, I was not really able to do much when I had the flu except just lay down. And it's funny because I got back to Memphis, I streamed one day and I was like, yeah man, we're getting into this, it's gonna be a good year. Caught the flu. That jump took me out for almost an entire month in February. Like, I was really not able to do anything that I wanted to get done. But now it's the beginning of March, we're finally hopping back on track. I got so much gear I need to review. I got so many videos I want to drop on the ZAYYTRILLI offline channel. I got so much like lo-fi I want to post on the ZAYYTRILLI.mp3 channel. I just got a lot that I want to do, and I'm finally able to start getting the content year rolling, and I'm very excited to finally be back. I appreciate you guys for watching this. That flu's still creeping on me, man. Finally excited to be well enough to start doing things again. And to start the year off, we're reviewing a new amplifier that I'll be using for my live shows with Street Preacher. This is the DP40 by Victory. So this amp is super cool because it's the Duchess, very similar to Victory's V40, which is like all cream colored and whatnot, but this one is kind of the signature touches put on specifically for Danish Pete. If you like good session guitarists, you've probably heard of him, and if you watch the Enterton's YouTube channel for gear reviews and different things, then you've definitely heard of him, and you know how good of a guitar player Danish Pete really is. But one thing me and him have in common is our love for the color purple. And when it comes to the differences between the V40 and the DP40, the main difference is that the DP40 is purple and the V40 is cream color, and also the DP40 has a slightly different color to the reverb sound. Like, it's a little bit more, I guess you could say, brilliant. Sweetwater.com describes it as a smooth, modern sound tweaked to Danish Pete specs. So when we talk about the DP40, there's not a lot of videos about this thing up, honestly, because it pretty much just is the V40. But I wanted to kind of be the guy to really talk specifically about this amplifier. I have not gotten a chance to play it live yet, but I have played it at multiple rehearsals, and I gotta say, oh man, is this thing loud. It looks little, but this thing is loud and it sounds really, really good, and it's extremely versatile, and I'll tell you guys why, man. So it's a 40 watt single channel amplifier. 40 watts, what does that sound like to you guys? That sounds like it might be very similar to a Fender style circuit, and with that I would say that you're very correct. But this thing has a few twists because it is running EL34s instead of 6062s from the factory. Now, don't get it twisted, because this thing will run 6062s. It has the ability to be compatible with both styles of power tubes, but from the factory, this thing is made in England, so it's coming with the EL34s from the factory. Now, what's really cool about this thing is that it has this voice switch here. Click, click. I'm sorry, that's really satisfying. Yeah. But voice one is supposed to help you get close to those American sounds. You know, your deluxe reverb, your classic 30. You know, you're getting that very clean, loud American sound, like a Fender amp. Like, let's just call it what it is. It's a Fender amp, bro, but it's really cool and it's purple. But voice two, which is really cool when I talk about the versatility, it's going to give you more British inspired tones. Now, playing with these tones, would I say it's super close to like a Marshall sound? Not really, but that's not what this amp is. If you want to do that, just get a Sheriff, honestly. But I mean, when you put some drive on it, it definitely can get fairly close. I kind of want to say the voice 2 kind of reminds me of something more voxy, something definitely cleaner from the British style amplifiers. I definitely wouldn't say it's anywhere near something like an Orange, because this amp is relatively very clean sounding, and that's okay. That's what I wanted for a while, which I'm going to do a video on that amplifier too very soon. I was playing the PRS HXDA50, a 410 greenback combination. It's not a very easy amplifier to find, but it's definitely super Marshall-y, so it shreds and it fuzzes very fast once you start putting pedals in front of it. This one kind of keeps its tightness a lot longer when you put gain in front of it, which is what I like. That's the sound that I was kind of chasing live in this current season of the music that I'm playing more and more often live. So now this thing also has a hard bypassable effects loop, which is really cool. Will I be using the effects loop? Probably not often, because when it came to effects loop in general, the only pedal that I would usually put in one is a reverb. This one has a reverb built in, and it sounds really good. So I don't see myself reaching for that very often, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. I heard it's a very high quality effects loop. And you know, since it's hard bypassable, it's not gonna suck your tone when you decide not to use it, like I will not be using it. So that's awesome. We got the low settings and the high settings, which is awesome for bedroom to live play. We're going from 70 watts to 40 watts. Like I said before, this is a very loud 40 watts. This thing turns up, man. It's also cool that this thing comes with a vinyl cover. It comes with a foot switch. It's definitely a really good value for what you're paying if you buy one new or if you buy one used, in my personal opinion. Let's talk about the cab a little bit. The cab is super high quality. I'll have to check to find out what type of wood the cab is made out of, but I will say that it's very sturdy, it's lightweight. It has 2 creambacks that is rocking in a vertical format, which is very great for live, because as you know, when you rocking the 112 and it's hitting your feet, sometimes you can't hear it very well. When you kind of want to hear the sound more behind you, the vertical 212 is always a great option, because it doesn't take up more space on the stage plot, but you definitely get that added amount of air being pushed. So shout out to vertical 212s. I think they're probably one of the best formats of a speaker cab for somebody who's, you know, in a working musician class and they're playing gigs. You know, if you're like, I don't know, John Mayer, or if you like Jobo, you don't really have to worry about stage plot or stuff like that. You kind of just play what you want to play and it works out for you. So shout out to those guys, man. But man, I love it. I think it's super versatile. You know, I could play like some super clean stuff, play some Mayer style things, not great. Some Mateus things, not great. You know, I try my best to copy them, because, you know, there's definitely some modern influences to go along my more classic influences like Hendrix and BB King and Freddie King and whatnot. But it's definitely super versatile, and it takes pedals extremely well. Like, oh my gosh, put the Asabi in front of this, put a Tube Screamer in front of this, and just push it with either humbuckers or single coils, like whatever your pickup preference is, and it just sounds really, really good. It's very hard to like just messing with this, you can just do that and it still sounds good. It's really hard to get a bad sound out of this amplifier, man, and that's something that I really enjoy about it, you know, especially when you're traveling from place to place. You don't have to, it's a good practice to know what your amp settings is, but it's also nice to have the peace of mind that I can have everything at 12 o'clock and I'll probably sound okay. I won't be complaining, I won't be worried so much about I really wish that sounded different or anything like that. It's super reliable sonically. It seems reliable function wise as well. Like, this is very sturdy, you know, it's lightweight but it's still good quality. I feel like I could definitely tour with this and not have too many issues. Like I said, it did come with some slips, so you won't have to worry about scuffing it too bad when you're throwing it in the back of your truck or whatever you got going on. So overall, a very cool amp, man, and I'm really excited to do some playing examples for you. I'll definitely do some clean, more modern style playing. Try to do like something Mateus would do if he wasn't as good as he was, or something Mir would do if he wasn't as good as he was. As well as I'm gonna try to play some more classic songs. Try to pay respects to everything this amp can accomplish. I also probably do have a little fun, maybe play some Boat Shooter Rock licks. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's okay. I'll be wrapping it up as far as the talking segment goes in this video. I'm gonna leave the rest of it to the playing. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me with how long I've been gone. Finally back, finally feeling good enough to get back into what I love to do, which is creating this content, creating this music. I always feel very blessed in these moments to have these conversations, and it's just always a pleasure to have you guys actually dial in and hear me talk, because, you know, it's just, even when it's just one person, it's always awesome that somebody wants to hear me talk about these things. But without further ado, this is a part of the video where I ask you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Question of the day: do you have a Victory amp? And if you have a Victory amp, which one do you have? If you don't have a Victory amp, which one would you like? I love the DP40 personally. That's what I have. Are there other ones I would like? Yes, I would love to have a Kraken. I would love to have a Kraken for studio purposes, recording some more higher gain things, especially when I'm sending out loops and stuff for producers and different things like that. And I would also love to pair this live with a super jack, but not just any super jack, man, because you know they have the ones with the white V's. I want the one that's like all blacked out. Like, they have a super jack that's like just all blacked out. Throw a purple bulb on there and have that next to this thing with another vertical 212 cab, and kind of have like my clean and dirty setup. I think that would be super fun. But without further ado, this is Isaiah, man. I'm gonna head out of here. Sorry if it feels like I rushed through this one, trying to get better at this, but yeah, guys, peace out. It's been real.